When you're heavily surveyed and studied by people that constantly judge everything you do, or you don't have any secrets, you've been surveyed from the day you were born, before you were born. Okay. So you can't. It's wrong to acquit the guilty and deny justice to the innocent. The wealthy are fools who perceive their wealth as a high wall of safety. Okay, and the poor plead for mercy, and the rich answer with insults. Okay, you can't ease up on people. You have to just get people to focus. You will do things more correctly, and your life will guide the glory of the soul and the spirit more correctly when you stand up for what's correct and do not submit to and give in to and be manipulated by the abuse of the selfish. Okay. So you can't sit there. I get so tired of that. No one's standing up for the Lord's Prayer with me. No one else has their life in the book of Revelation saying he's going to redeem the gospel so we can live truthful, faithful lives without home invasion, without debt and trespass, without manipulation over money and egotistical conflict. Okay. So you have no right, okay, to watch these videos and say, he shouldn't be talking about that. You should be living the Lord's Prayer. I wouldn't be talking about this. You should be standing up for the Lord's Prayer, and I wouldn't be talking about this. We are applying the physics of the Lord's Prayer, living the faith of Psalms, and sustaining it with the wisdom of Proverbs. I wouldn't be talking about this. We would be doing things correctly. You wouldn't be selling art supports on TV saying, I'm being a father. You're not being a father. Are you living the Lord's Prayer? You're not being a dad. You're running around in the yard doing a circus act for Barnum and Bailey's football circus and training your kids to do the same thing. Okay? And if you do it excessively and compulsively, you will have health problems the rest of your entire existence because of excessive compulsive behaviors to make money for the burlesque and brothels. Okay, that hold all the food, the housing hostage, and then say they have health care by giving you means and mechanisms through drugs and electrotherapy and other type things to survive the insanity. And if you go get your body blown apart, they will make electric parts for your body so you can function as a human being still and feel like people love you that gave you an electric arm instead of gave you the Lord's Prayer so you didn't have to get your arm blown off doing something stupid for assholes. And then have a person running around saying, I'm the chaplain. You're the chaplain, and you're the medic and the chaplain. Love and marriage. Since you can't just ask the local gentry and they will say it's elementary. Okay? When you're out there playing football in the future, okay, you can play with intensity, but you can do it without trying to hurt one another. Okay? Not consciously trying to say, okay, I don't want to hurt somebody. But don't go out there with the intent to hurt. It's tackle football. It's not hit football. It's not dislodge the football. You can strip the football. Punch it. If you punch it and you miss, you're going to hit somebody. Okay. If you try to strip it, yeah, okay. What if it's just a goddamn game. You're just going out there and having fun. It's like playing, when you play the ball in the air. Okay. You should play it like they play rugby, but instead they give these kids pads and helmets, and they go in as projectile missiles towards the kids trying to catch the ball. Instead of two guys playing it like they're playing a rebound in a basketball game like they do in Australian raised football and in rugby. Okay. Because they have to or they'll get penalized. Okay. So, and now they finally caught up in the United States football with their pads and all their bullshit and hey, your motorcycle driving on your cleats, right? So you got to quit being a fucking asshole. I quit playing sports because they suck, not because I sucked at it. Okay. Martin took me down there. He was serious. He's like a Frisbee catching football dog. The worse you throw it, the more fun he has catching it. Yeah. Well, I really liked Lynn Swan and John Stallworth, right? When I was a kid growing up. So I'd pretend to be them. I'd throw the ball to myself and catch it. Stuff. And then when other people, Martin thought it was great. He was sitting there throwing the ball to me. And he's like, oh my gosh, I threw it over the fence. He leaps over, grabs it with one hand like it's nothing. It's like, yeah. So I didn't yell at him, hey, you suck. I was just like having fun. We were just talking. He was asking me about my sister. We were talking about my sister. He's throwing the ball. Then he gets punched, goes inside, punches, grabs a car, gets in the Datsun, takes me down to Cruces High School, and tells the football coach, "This guy, district or state, he's the best. He's the best wide receiver. He's the best athlete in the whole district." Huh? Yeah, it was old Melissa Benegas's biological father. Yeah, Martin Barreras. Yeah. He was not a jealous kid. There wasn't a real jealous bone in his body. He was very handsome. He was kind, and he just got tired of being bullied in this fucked up little town of military. Everybody's jealous of everybody, was competing with everybody, and they were miserable to him. The Mormon mob and the people that are now, and then they break into gangs. And so the other gang, the Sharks, think they're better than the Jets. You're like, seriously? The Sharks are better than the Jets? Okay, are either one of the bastards living in the Lord's Prayer? No. Well, then all the bitches they're fucking are fighting over a big bag of fuck money. Right. So what's better, tigers or panthers? Yeah. Whoever has the biggest bag of fuck money, who's better, cougars or owls? Whoever has the biggest money. And people are still dying because of industrial waste and caused by irrational economic activity. And they have a bayou. It's there. They have they have the ocean. Okay, Houston used to be one of the most rainy cities in all the country or the world. So it's not as much anymore. It's just like Atlanta. Okay, the weather patterns have changed because of manipulation through scientists. And if the weather patterns didn't change, it would have got very violent. In the way that the weather tried to destroy the humans that were destroying the ecosystem and destroying each other in the process. That's insane. Yeah, but I could get used to these airport fucking managers selling organic food all over the world. And I love to travel. What's in your wallet? An idiot card. A whole bunch of idiot cards, right? Okay, so you got to be critical of people. You got to be critical. You have to, if you care. If they connect to you in prayer and you connect to their children, you have to be critical. You can't just sit there and say, "Fuck you, I hope you die, you stupid bitch. You engaged in stuff that killed my mother, that killed Michelle, that sexually assaulted my family." Okay? Just no, please don't. Just stand up for the Lord's Prayer and stop being on fucking commercials. They suck. By Sam and Sophia and Seraphia, I love you. Do you see what I'm saying? Fuck the NBA All-Star Game. They're assholes. They're assholes. They're assholes. They are. Oh, no. If Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith and Ernie Johnson and Shaquille O'Neal haven't figured out they're assholes yet, they ain't never going to did. If he hasn't, Ling Ling, I only got 8 etch-a-sketches done today. If he hasn't figured out he's human, he's never going to did. Right? Where's the flux capacitor? No, that's for the other. Oh, what's the ringlet? What's it called again? The turbo. I don't know. On the Kringle 2000 or whatever, or the Kingle 3000. I don't know. Ask Coffee Black. No, what's the guy's name again? Andre 3000, something like that. I don't think that's his real name. I don't think it is either. It's a real name if they get it legally changed on a piece of paper. What about the name your parents gave you? Because they, at least probably, hopefully, one of them was happy to have you as a child and named you because they gave you a term of love and affection. Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Ain't never changed my name. Yeah. I'd rather give a friend my wages than to go downtown and be someone I ain't. And if a loser's what you think I am, I guess that's all I'll ever amount to being. But I wouldn't trade the world and all its money for the changing of my name. Right? I hate TV. What the hell is this egotistical wild cards expression of sexual charisma which doesn't exist? I'm just kidding around. You're not kidding around. I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm totally sick of this bullshit. There's entertainment tonight. There's all the, what are those kids? Is that's the I Want It That Way guys. Who are they again? Is that the Backstreet Boys? Okay. NSYNC is the one with Justin Timberlake and Ian. There's a gun in my room, Ian. Right. And that's NSYNC, right? There's the Backstreet Boys. Now, New Kids on the Block, was that the one with was Donnie Wahlberg, or one of the Wahlbergs was in that, right? Hanging Tough and Please Don't Go Girl. Was that the song that they ain't around as much anymore? Backstreet Boys, but they were older, right? They were like New Kids on the Block were like when I was in college and stuff, and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys was when Patrick was at when Noah was being born. That was like 2000, right? And the New Kids on the Block was like fucking shit. Yeah, so the Wahlberg guy who plays the detective on TV, he was in New Kids on the Block, right? Right, okay. So there's still the remnants of a boy band because it was 2000, right? So that was 25 years ago. But New Kids on the Block was like, God damn, now you old motherfuckers, right? I'm just kidding. That was like 40 years ago, right? It was shit, yeah, because I'll be 60 this year. Yeah, so it's like 40 years ago because I was in my 20s, right? All right, yeah, because that was when I was, yeah. So, yeah, okay. So, and everybody made fun of him. I was like, I thought those kids were fairly talented, but singing for money, man. If memories was all I sang, I'd rather drive a truck. No, stand up for the Lord's Prayer, and if you need to drive a truck, you can and will. If you don't need to drive a truck, log trucks, just simple fold care. We have logs, right? We'll take care of that, right? And then you won't have to vote for anybody for delusions of human authority in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ryan Reagan, honesty, integrity. Well, I gotta vote for him. He's honest and he's got integrity. He's a politician. The moment you become a politician, you realize I'm going to compromise all honesty and integrity to try to make sure that the people that I want to get the money get the money. Okay, Jerry, you're still my agent. Okay. Now do a backflip in the end zone at Sun Devil Stadium, right? God dang. His daddy is, he's passed away since. He's one of my favorite singers growing up. Yeah. Okay, so your heart broke. You sit around moping, crying. Say you even thinking about dying? Well, before you do anything rash, dig this. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Don't you love the music on that one? There's no exception to the rules. Listen, baby, never tell you so in school. Maybe factual, maybe cruel, right? I ain't lying. Everybody plays the fool. Falling in love is such an easy thing to do. And there's no guarantee that the one you love is gonna love you. Oh, loving eyes they cannot see. A certain person can never be. Love runs deeper than any ocean and clouds your mind with emotion. And what's the other one? Oh, wait, no, just listen. Yeah, the other big hit they had. I don't mind if the sky sets us under the moon. I just don't want to be lonely. Everybody else love that song? I'd rather be loved and needed, depended on to give a love I can't give. When you're gone, I just don't want to be lonely. That's Cuba and Omar's daddy. How do you think they got into acting? Their dad heard it from a friend who knew it from a friend who, they had an in the biz, They're talented. Oh, tons of people can act, guys. Tons of people can sing. Tons of people can dance. Okay? But apparently only the kind, the courageous, the brave, and the beautiful can stand up for the gospels without fear. Okay, so your heart broke. You sit around moping, asking for more fuck money. Well, before you do anything embarrassing on TV, dig this. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Don't get caught on Celebrity Family Food. Post-apocalypse, right? It don't matter if you're a panther from Prairie View or a tiger from Southern. Okay? You need to get up and do the right thing so you can love and be loved in return. Yeah, Nat King Cole from Alabama, right? There was a boy A very strange, enchanted boy. Though we talk to many things, fools and kings, this he said to me. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love. I love the way he sang with that regality. You know what I mean? He sounded like, where he from? I thought he's from Alabama, but it's just to love and be loved in return. He always had that, that he sings different, Mom. It's like he's from another, it's like a European aristocrat almost. Yeah. Like Tina Turner. I'm Tina Turner. You Anime Bullock from Alabama. It don't matter. She's got that. She's been hanging out for aristocrats. Some cats are blessed with Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley the alley cat. I've got that wonder. Well, I did learn on the Tony Tigers Sun Bowl the name of the guy who says they're great was the same guy that said, I wouldn't, given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. It's like, that's the same dude. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, wow. Yeah, making money. You can't make money. No, you just manipulate matter and minds to make people think that your money's real and that you're important. You're not as important as the Messiah. No, none of you money maker, shake your money maker, cash fakers are. You're not as important as I am. Nope. But you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me? Everybody's equally important. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. I know, but everybody plays the fool when they play him for money. All right, I love you, man. Peace out.